Hi everybody, 10th of November, another day in my daily diaries of how I'm now coping with the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's. And today's been okay. I've had a really good afternoon. It started off this morning. I got up, got myself ready. As you know, I was going over to the funeral directors, picking up some paperwork and the deeds to the grave and that, and then picking me my little pendant with Angie's fingerprint on it. So, and I had the intention of going over to the garden as well. So I left here. I went to Morrison's actually, because they do some nice bunches of flowers in Morrison's and plants. You know, they're not cheap, what I call like petrol station bunches. Anyway, so I got a massive big bunch and then two smaller bunches. I'm going to split them up into two lots, because I've got the flower vases, the metal flower vases, to what I'm going to bury in, you know, so they're not falling over all the time. Anyway, so they're nice bunches of flowers, plenty of colour in them, decent amounts. And then I went over to set off and went to the funeral directors first, because it was raining. I thought, I don't want to start faffing if it's raining too much. I thought I'll call later. And then I went to directors, and I thought I would have been a bit sad and down while I was in there, but I wasn't, strangely enough. I spoke to the same chap, Simon, who dealt with it with it all for me. Very nice lad. And it's just nice. I weren't down what at all. So I've got the brochure out and picked which one I wanted. And it's a square, an oblong pendant. Fingerprint on one side and just an inscription on the other side. Just an Angie, love you loads. Kiss, kiss, because that's what we used to say, and she used to say to everybody, you know, all family, I mean, not just anybody. Love you loads. You know, it was like just a thing, so with it only being small, you can't put too much on. So that's something I've been done, and I'll get that put on a nice gold chain around my neck with Angie's wedding ring. So when I get that, I'll get it in a little box. I'll get a presentation box and I'll take it straight to the jewellers and get it put on. Well, you know, because the ring will only be a normal sort of ring, so I'll get it properly secured. I don't want to be losing it, you know, and get an extra strong link on it, a ring or whatever it's called. And the same with the wedding ring. So the fasten on the back of my chain, I won't sort of double securing, because I won't like to lose that. Imagine turning around and no chain on my neck. No, that'd send me over the edge, definitely. So, and then I went meeting up with I was going to say an old friend from school, but we're not that old, you know, so we're still only 29. So shall I say a friend from school. Just had a really nice afternoon. Sat just in the pub, a couple of soft drinks, that was all. Just chatting over old times and putting the world to rights the way you do. So yeah, just a really easy afternoon. Sort of something I don't normally do. You know, completely different. You know, got chatting about Angie obviously, and but just felt okay. It didn't feel down or anything. So, you know, and even coming home, driving home in the lashing it down, it wasn't dark on the motorway and bouncing it down. I just didn't, you know, I felt okay. So I've had a very good day. So I am going to go over to Angie's garden tomorrow. I'm going to go back over tomorrow and get it done. And so even if it's raining, I'll just go in my waterproofs tomorrow and my boots. It doesn't matter if I get muddy. Yeah, and I paid for the pendant, so he don't know how long. He said, but it shouldn't take that long. So maybe a couple of weeks, maybe something like that. So certainly this side of Christmas. Got a phone call off the estate agent that's selling the bungalow that we're buying. Will I get in touch with my solicitors? Because they're not replying to their emails. It's ridiculous. Really is ridiculous. So I said, well, you forward me over on an email the email that the solicitors have sent you, which she did do, and I've just forwarded that on. So my solicitors were a bit of a strong worded email. I said, because it is getting a bit ridiculous now. It's, it's a good couple of months. It not seems to be getting anywhere. But like I said, you got to be careful in one say, because I can't start saying, you're useless, you're hopeless, because I'll get put to the bottom of the pile. So I've got to bite my lip a little bit. Just let them know I'm not so happy with it and strong worded it, but got to be careful. Just bite my little lip until it's all done. And then I can not so much give them both barrels, but let them know how I'm really feeling and let them know, on some bad reviews or reviews telling others just how poor that they've been, because they have overall. And I'll do the same for the estate agent that recommended them. The estate agent sold this place is Entwistle Green, so they recommended them. So I shall leave a review, a poor review, for them as well, telling people the same. They might be okay at estate agenting, but they shouldn't be recommending. The only reason they're recommending is obviously they're getting a cut. Well, that shouldn't be the case, really. So anyway, I've got to keep that shut for now. Get this, the sale and the purchase over the line, and then let's see what I do from there. Yeah, I'm not going to go on too long because they haven't been home long, and I'm hungry. Get something to eat now and get my shower, and have my nightly chat with Mr. Daniels. He's becoming a good friend, a good chatting friend lately. Yeah, one little story that I can think of for tonight was for my 40th birthday. I've never been a lover of surprises, and last minute things dumped on you, oh, got you this, or so when my 40th was coming up, it was only a couple of days away, and Angie come in and she said, it's your 40th, isn't it, in a couple of days? Yeah. Right, well, I've got you this. So what is it? So I opened this thing up, and there's 2 tickets to 2 flights to Paris, 2 nights in a hotel, a meal booked on a river cruise down, is it the River Seine or something in Paris, or actually on my birthday. And I said, I'm busy. She said, I know, but it's your 40th. I said, I'm not going. And we didn't go. And when I look back now, I think, mate, that was rough. That was wrong. Well, she went ballistic. Well, you can imagine, you know a little bit about her now, can't you? I didn't speak to me for ages. Really took the oath, which is understandable. And she never got any money back neither, because it was too late, she couldn't cancel it. So for years, I suffered for that. For years, every now and again it'd get brought up about, birthdays coming up. Oh, you don't want a surprise, do you? Like that, a big sarcastic thing. No, I don't want surprises. No, I know you don't. So that was, that was one thing that she did. She never did it again though. You know, and she often said, I'll never give you anything as a surprise like that again. You know, so she learned the hard way, one says. But, you know, we did after a couple of weeks when the dust settled. It was like a few weeks after my birthday. I said, come on, I'll take you away. We ended up in a B&B in Blackpool, spending our evenings in Scruffy Murphy's. That was me. I saw me taking Angie out for my 40th birthday. She forgave me though. Eventually she forgave me, you know, like she always did. I could get away with murder. And did a lot of times. Right, so on that note, I'm going to go and get something to eat. So please, again, thanks for your comments and your support. And press your like buttons and follow me. And share these videos on. So as per usual, I'll do another one tomorrow. You take care now. Bye.